Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel.
Woo!
And today, we are here to discuss Drag Race Philippines, Season 2, Episode 8, honey. We're almost to the end. We are almost to the end. We're almost there. But before we get into this reunion, let me remind y'all to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to our goal of 500 subscribers. So go ahead, like, subscribe. Leave comments. Let us know if you agree, you disagree. And if you disagree, just don't be rude, honey. We can have a conversation. We grown. Well, most of us. You know, there are the children out there, but most of us are grown. Let's have a conversation, okay? So what did we think of this episode of Drag Race Philippines?
That was a good episode.
This was a good episode. Such a good episode. We'll talk about it. There's moments in the episode.
Not the biggest fan of how it ended.
Yeah, it made sense why though, but we'll get to it. Let's just go into it, okay? All right, so we're starting off after the non-elimination where the top two lip synced. They sit down. They're like, "Yay, top 6 again!" Woo, 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 woo. They congratulate Bernie for winning the lip sync against OV, and we go straight into the next day in the workroom. So they're coming in, they're chatting. Once again they congratulated Bernie on getting her badge, a second badge. You know, somebody give her a Rue badge. Yes. So the alarm goes off. Hey, Mama Rue. You know, we ain't seen you in a couple weeks. It's nice to see you on at least the Philippines, you know. This week we got the UK, and I'm super excited. Oh, and there's some tea behind UK. I think I've already told you, but we're not going to talk about it here. But we all know that there is an 11th contestant. So we'll just get to that. We'll skip that.
The secret 11th.
Yeah. Well, it's not a secret. They wish it was a secret. But anyway. So Mama Pao enters the workroom, and they are doing a mini challenge where it's like the reading challenge, but they have to rap. Or they do their flip top, which is a Filipino rap battle. So we were joined by Jiggly Caliente, the rapstress herself. And they have, I think like 5 minutes to get in the quick drag. So they come out. And they do their mini challenge. They tried. J-So wasn't too bad. I was like, okay, J-So. I was like, okay, you had a little funny thing. I have so many jokes about captivating doing a hip hop challenge, but we're not going to do it because it looks very much so that they're going to crown this hoe.
Here's shading.
It looks very much so that they're finna crown her, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it 2 bits. I don't like it 3 bits. Okay. Okay. But anyway, now Arizona Brandy. Now that was good. Had me hollering. I'm like, Arizona! Arizona! Now, go back to, what was it, Jade? When she made the baby shark reference? I was done. I was done. She was like, Arizona Brandy, shark dude. I was no! And that was the second song reference, because in Brazil this week, Bettina reference for Shannon. No. I was like, oh my God, stop it. Y'all are taking me out with these. But yeah, Arizona completely ate them up. And we found out that Arizona was the winner. Woo!
Woo!
So we find out that this week's Maxi challenge is they will be doing a branding challenge where they have they have 5 minutes to shoot a 1 minute shampoo commercial. But you know, with challenges like this, we're not really trying to sell shampoo.
No, they had 30 minutes.
Sell your,
I thought they had 30 minutes.
Oh, they might have had 30. I'm sorry. But they were given a time. The only reason I said there was a time frame because of how we get to the end.
Did.
Yeah. But yeah, they have a certain time frame that they got to get this done. And you know, with these type of challenges, yeah, you're selling shampoo, but you're really selling yourself to us. Who is Arizona Brandy? Who is Hanabeshi? Who is Captivating Racist? Who is Bernie? Who is OV? Who is Miss J-So? Who is these people? So that's who we need to, you know, that's what the whole challenge is. So they're sitting down, they get it together, Mama Powell comes in, and we did something different. We had the creative director of Drag Race Philippines come in and be the director for these commercials. His name is Fifth Solomon. I'm like, oh, that's different.
And I like that a lot better.
That was different. I'm like, okay, come on, creative director.
Right.
I'm like, was Mama Powell busy? Was Jiggly busy? Because they were just in the workroom. Were they busy? Karen,
they had to change and get their
Karen, BJ, John. They sure do have a lot of people on that panel. I just thought about that. They have a lot of people on that panel. But yeah, like, everybody was busy. But hey, I did like it. I was like you. Like, I wouldn't be mad if this became like the regular. If the creative director was comfortable getting on camera, I would love to see them direct the commercials. And I thought he did such a great job. Now, Miss J-So. Baby, you knew she was freaking out of line when she had the other pit crew on the side and the director just cracking up. Like, I'm like, oh, she might take this. Until the producer in the back was like, oh, your time's up. And she's like, I got 2 more scenes. I'm like, no, your time is up. Stop.
Right.
Stop. If it doesn't have an ending, it just doesn't have an ending. Stop. So we see the consequences of those actions a little bit later. But first, let's get to this main stage where we see Mama Powell.
That's an interesting look.
Whoever is in charge of the wardrobe for her this season,
yes,
needs to be fired. Now, granted, I did hear, I believe on Twitter, that someone said Mama Powell purposely wanted to dress down. She did not want to be the focus. And I'm like, you don't have to be the focus, but you're the host.
Right.
There's a certain level you have to bring. You think RuPaul's gonna walk out in something like this?
No.
Do you think Brooklyn's gonna walk out in something like this?
No.
Nikki Doll, Lolita Banana, Valentina, hell, even Rita Baga wouldn't walk out in this. And I watched Drag Race Thailand. Pangina nor Art ever came out in something like this. So you can still not be the shining moment, but you still need to look like you the host. Matter of fact, have you seen that clip of Eva LaQueen talking about how her looks hasn't been up to par this season?
No.
I'll find it and send it to you because that is the perfect example of how I feel. So this week we were joined by Cali Karen, Jiggly Caliente, BJ Pasquale, and our special guest judge, Pangina Hills.
Speaking of which, she was so good.
And you can tell it just made me realize how they don't judge. And one thing about having Pangina there made me realize
that they weren't judging. They haven't been judging.
I'm like, and maybe because we're so used to their format. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, you know what? Thinking back, they don't really judge. Yeah, they give critiques. But they don't give any possible solutions of what they could have done to make it better.
Right.
And it was refreshing hearing a judge on the panel. I'm like, baby, you better tell them you used to judge. I know that's right. You better tell them folks, baby, I held Thailand down. Unquote. Art was the lead, but she was the Michelle. But they were co-hosts, but it was very much Art ran the show, and Pangina was there. Like, Art made all the decisions, except for like 1 week, Art wasn't there, so Pangina had to make the decisions. Which I still thought that was weird. I'm like, where was Art? But anyway,
bringing it
back. It was nice to have an actual judge on the panel. Okay, other judges, take notes. Take some notes. All right.
Right.
So, our category for this week is Rainbow.
Yes.
Up first, we had Hanabishi.
Yes.
I liked it. This.
You did?
Yeah. You see the smile? Yeah. I liked it. It's like a. No, I don't.
I was about to say, I know good and God darn well.
I try, but this is a very much no. This is a chop. This is a big old chop, a big old nasty chop.
Mm-hmm.
No, ma'am. Boot.
Because it looks like you just took pieces of fabric, wrapped it around yourself, and said, outfit.
Up next is Captivating. And this was cute.
Mm-hmm.
It was cute. I love the message on the back. Which I felt like they were a little too harsh, saying, oh, your message could have been bigger. I'm like, what do you mean it could have been? Look at me. It's coming to the defense of this woman. But like, what do you mean? We are human. Like, that is a huge statement right there. I'm like, okay. What did you think of this look?
I mean, it wasn't bad. Yeah, I didn't understand what they meant when they were like, you could have did more either.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Same. Up next is Miss Jade So. This was stunning.
Yes.
Oh, I loved every piece of this. The makeup, as always, is on point. I love the accessories. Like this necklace that just drips down in between her bosoms. I love that. Oh, I just love it.
I need her plastic surgeon.
It's just like everything just checked. All the boxes were checked here. Now, I would have liked something on the legs down here. That's the only box. Let me say that. That's the one box that's not checked. I wish there was something on the legs. Whether she had on some tights
like
or
high boots.
Something.
Some sparkly stockings.
Something. Give me a little something down here. Because everything else is immaculate. And then she also had a message on hers, which is SOGI, which is their sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression bill. Pass it. Come on, Philippines. Pass it.
And it's so funny because trans women are part of their community, like part of their heritage. They do get kicked out though, but they're very, very common down there.
Up next is Bernie. I thought this was amazing.
Bernie, warrior princess.
Like this was a different take on Rainbow, but it still fit the category of Rainbow.
Right.
Because we've seen it in the past shit, Kool-Aid. They took a different take on Rainbow, but it wasn't Rainbow. This is a different take on Rainbow, and it's Rainbow. Baby, I will argue that down on season 9. That was not Rainbow. But anyway. What did you think of the Warrior Princess Bernie?
I liked it. I thought it was a great outfit. I don't have nothing else to say. I was left speechless.
Up next is OV.
Cunt.
I love how creative this was. I love that there was still shape.
Yes.
And it was still very much OV. I forget which judge said that, but like, this was still very much you within this category. And I really enjoyed it.
That was jiggly.
It was jiggly? Okay. What did you think of this look?
I liked it. I think it was unique and an original and a really good take on Rainbow.
Up next, we have Arizona Brandy. I have to agree with the judges. I don't think the cape was enough. And although she did have the rainbow paint and was smearing it, I don't think it was enough for this category.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, that cape could easily fell off, and you just have the headpiece now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do like the look. It's just, it's not rainbowy enough for the rainbow category.
Right.
What did you think of this look?
I mean, the dress was gorgeous. I don't know. 'Cause I think it's because, like, you see it so often when people do rainbow that they immediately go to a cape. Like, oh, I can wear whatever, and then here's a cape. I can see where the judges are coming from.
So we have our 6 amazing queens. Who had your favorite look of the week?
I'm gonna say Jade.
Jade. I'm gonna say Bernie. Bernie really gave me what I needed. So let's quickly go over their shampoo commercials. Up first is Hanabishi. I was shocked when they said they liked her commercial.
I was too.
I'm like, did we watch the same? Did y'all watch a different version? Because this ain't the same version.
Did y'all get the extended take?
Because this can't be what I just seen. This can't be. But hey, I will say you can see that she tried to bring Hanabishi to it. So I will give her props for that.
Mm-hmm.
Up next is Miss Jade So. My favorite of the commercials.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite of the commercials. Like, it was so good. It's so smart. Like I said, it was her brand.
Yeah.
And like
she sells sex, so.
And she said, it was an ad during a porn, and I'm like, yes, like I knew that from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is you. This is me. I know where I'm going to be, whatever the lyrics are. But yes, I thought this was the best commercial of the evening. Up next is Captivating. I feel like her biggest issue is she was really trying to sell shampoo.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sell the shampoo, but also sell us you. I didn't get no racist things from you here. But yeah, what did you think of Captivating's video?
I thought it was boring.
Very much. Up next is Bernie. She falls under the same issue. She really just tried to sell us some shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I left this, but who is Bernie? Like, I want to know who Bernie is. What did you think of this commercial?
I wasn't too fond of this commercial either.
Up next is OV. And this was good. This was really good. I chuckled. I chuckled quite a bit. I did. What did you think?
I chuckled a lot, actually.
Yeah, I was like, this is definitely OV. And then last but definitely not least, we had Arizona Brandy. This was hilarious. I love this so much. Are you clicking through the screenshots?
Yeah.
You gotta stay with me, honey. Stay with me.
No, here's the thing, because I was way ahead of you.
So now you're going back.
Yes.
Lord. Look at you trying to be the head of the class. Trying to be ahead of the class.
I'm flipping up. I think somewhere in there, yeah, something's getting lost, but okay.
You're good. But yeah, I thought Arizona's was a funny commercial. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I think her runway is what stopped her from getting the win. Because I do feel like she had a better commercial than OV. Well, they didn't have a better commercial than Jade, but we're going to talk about that here in a second. What did you think?
That's so disappointing.
What did you think of this commercial?
It was okay. Like, I don't know. It was okay. It was just okay to me. It wasn't laugh out loud funny. Because, like, when I was done, and everybody was like, oh my God, that was so good.
I was right there with them, just cackling, having a good old time. I'm like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Maybe it was just a sense of humor I don't get.
But yes, these are our 6 queens. So after the judges' critiques, we find out that the tops are OV, Arizona, and Hanabeshi, with our bottoms being Jade, Bernie, and Captivating. Do you agree with this top and bottom placement?
I don't think Jade should have been there regardless.
Yeah, and you've watched the show. Like, if you're watching our review, you know what happened.
You've watched the episode.
She went over her time. I think she said by 2 minutes. She went over. So it was just because she broke the rules, she was put in the bottom. And I'm glad, because we've seen people break the rules in the past, Sherry Pie, and they just got a little, don't do that again. You're safe. They were like, no, you're in the bottom. You didn't follow the rules. It's not fair to everybody else. And I fully get that. I fully do. But at the same time, when she has the best commercial, I'm like, oh, she has the best commercial. And it was just like, I understood why they did it. I don't think I would have put her in the bottom. I wouldn't let her get the win.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put her in the bottom. I'd have just made her safe and gave her a lecture.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't give her the win. I'd be like, you're not going to get the win, but she would have still had a high placement with me.
Right.
Because now it shows Hannah in the top when Hannah should not have been in the top.
Right.
But that's how the cookie crumbled. We found out the winner was OV. I truly think it's because she had a better runway than Arizona. But OV she also had a great commercial, so I don't want to take that from her. And she finally got a fucking win. Finally. God, dog. Because if this was me, hold on, I'm finna look. If this was me, she would have had 3 wins. 2 wins. 2 wins by now. 2 wins. This would have been the second one. They keep playing in my sis face. But we find out that the bottom 2 this week is Captivating Cat Cat and Bernie. Do you agree with this bottom 2?
Yeah.
Honestly, if Jade So didn't get put in the bottom, I truly think it would have been Hannah and Captivating. Because although Bernie did have a bad commercial, she also had an amazing look. Where Hannah, they said they liked Hannah Beshy's commercial. I just forgot about that. They said they liked her commercial. So who am I? Who am I?
It's not Desmond's Drag Race.
But yeah, I didn't particularly care for it. I would have had Hannah and Captivating Cat Cat in the bottom. But it's not. It's Bernie and Captivating, and they lip sync to The Power by Anne Reniel. What did you think of this lip sync?
I really wish I understood the lyrics.
It was in English.
I didn't hear it in English.
It was in English. Somebody wasn't paying attention. Somebody was not paying attention.
I was paying attention because I watched it twice. Because the first time I watched it, I wasn't paying attention.
And clearly you weren't paying attention the second time either.
I was paying attention because I was trying to figure out why everybody was crying.
Because this was a beautiful lip sync. Ignore her, y'all. Clearly she don't be watching. But I thought this was a beautiful lip sync. I do think Bernie won the lip sync. But how powerful this lip sync was and how it ended, I understand why Mama Powell decided to do a double Shantae.
Right.
Because they even had me choked up at the end. And, you know, well, I get choked up easily. But, you know, I'm not a fan of Captivating Cat Cat. I'm not sure if you can't tell. I keep calling her Captivating Racist. Because she is.
He said captivating racist.
Because she is. And they even got me. I was sitting there teared up. I'm like, they're finna save both of them. They really are.
And they did.
And they did. I personally think Bernie won it. But that lip sync was just so powerful. Like, everybody's in tears. Even the judging panel. Panjana's standing up. Like, it's just... It was a lot. And you should have seen me. I was like, okay, all right, that's enough. Stop it. Stop it. I'm a G. I'm a G. Stop it. And see, here, LBJ even stood up, too. Like, this was... It was a beautiful lip sync. I will say that, even though you didn't watch and pay attention.
Watch. I just saw them ripping off clothes.
So Mama Pal made her decision, and at first she announced Captivating Cat Cat, and you should have seen my face.
You was mad.
I'm like, I know the hell she didn't. I know the hell. That's how I know Captivating Cat Cat's gonna win this season. I'm calling it now. Captivating Cat Cat is gonna win this season. And when she's last place on our ranking at the end of the year, you already know why. Anyway. She announced her first, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, they finna send Bernie home. Oh, they finna send Bernie. And I was gonna
be mad, because I was like, y'all should have crowned Bernie.
I'm pissed at this point. I'm livid. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? You're sending home Bernie.
Right?
But then Mama Pal, no. Shantae, you stay as well. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. All right, I'll let it slide. My girl Bernie's staying. Ooh, my girl Bernie is staying. But yes, the judges, 2 of them were out their seat. Jiggly's still crying. It's just... It was a beautiful moment.
Like, when they thought Bernie was going home, everybody looked like they was just gonna die.
The people's reaction in the back, they were like, what? They were like, Bernie?
I was like, dang.
Like I said, this was an ultimate feel-good moment, so I understand why they did it. I would have done it too. I would have been like, baby, both of y'all stay. Like, what y'all just did there was beautiful. There was a clear winner, but y'all both did a beautiful job. So nobody goes home. 2 episodes in a row. That means 2 people got to go home next week. But you know me, I would have sent 2 of them home a few weeks ago. So this would have been just fine. This would have been just fine. Baby. But anyway, they get a group hug. They do their, and that was the thing. Like, everyone's crying. And, you know, and then Mama Pal just goes straight into the exit. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Can I get an amen up in here? And everybody's still crying. Then two in the moon. I'm like, baby, we're still crying. I know we have to end the show. I know we do. But there's still tears coming down these queens' face. And you're talking about two in the moon. Like, come on, read the room. Read the room.
Well, you don't know. They might have waited till they stop crying. She gives that speech. And then the directors just loop that in.
Maybe. So next week they will be doing a music video challenge to the main event. Are you ready? That's one of my favorite Rue songs. Like, Rue ate that up. Like, Rue's early music, like when Drag Race first started popping. Oh, don't get me wrong. This new album, Black Butter, one of the best albums of the year, and I will stand 10 toes on that. Okay? But like that early RuPaul Drag Race music, main event, the beginning, freaking Sissy That Walk, Fly Tonight, Dance With You, baby, she was in her bag. She was, and she lost her way when she had to get rid of her old producer because he went off the rocker. But now she got her new producer, and we're getting back there now. We're getting back there, okay? We're getting back there, okay? Because you make me feel whisper in my ear. Baby. But anyway, I'm excited. I wonder if they're going to do verses or are they going to do like last year and just do a music video. You know me, I love the final challenge being, you know, some verses. And since they haven't done a remix to the main event, I'm like, oh, that would be a great song to do. But we will have to wait and see. So I think it's time for us to go ahead and wrap things up here. Cresha, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDSMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all later. Bye.